Welcome to the patch notes overview for 3.11 Expelled from Hell. Let's take a look at the new skins coming out this patch. Ratatosker soars into the fray in his new Squirrel Squad skin. Next up, Anhur gets the gentleman treatment in his fancy new Duke Dandelions attire. He's so classy that even his beard and his tail are kept tidy with a bow. Next, Sun Wukong, or should I say Sun Wujing, will be unlocked after gaining 10,000 points from the 2016 season ticket. Let the elements consume you. Hell is haunting the battlefield in her new skin Expelled. Upon first sight, Hell appears to be a sweet, unassuming student, but at second glance, her true colors might scare you. And last but not least, Mercury gets a new Tier 2 skin and Susano receives his Mastery skins. Next up is item changes. Bloodforge is seeing reduced movement speed when the Blood Shield is active. Demonic Grip and Executioner receive a change to stacks. Stacks now provide 12% reduction and cap at 3 stacks. Throwing Dagger and Golden Bow are seeing reduced physical power. Mark of the Vanguard's physical protection will see an increase, magical protections is removed, and we added 5 HP 5. Soul Reaver receives updated visual effects and both passive damage and passive cooldown are seeing reductions. Moving on along to God changes. Ao Kuang's Water Illusion gets reduced damage and magical power scaling is reduced as well. Jing Wei's Explosive Bolt sees a fix where they could potentially miss enemies at max range. Osiris's Judgment Tether receives a cooldown reduction to allow him to have more opportunities to use this ability in a given engagement. Ratatosker receives additional adjustments this patch. ACORN of YGGDRASIL gets reduced healing and scaling is reduced as well. An issue was fixed with ACORN Blast where the hitboxes of the projectiles were too big and not syncing with their visual effects. Susano's Storm KATA sees reduced damage and dash speed. His Jetstream receives updated sound effects of his abilities teleport, and will see an increased cooldown after Susano teleports to an enemy. Thanatos' Soul Reap sees a scaling increase, and finally, Emir's Frostbite gets an adjustment so that enemies afflicted by Frostbite now deal less damage to all targets. Before we go today, there are some unique additions in this patch. The escape menu has undergone a visual update, as well as there will now be a pop-up upon receiving a chat or friend notification while SMITE is not in focus. In addition, we will be starting a beta run of a new coupon system for purchases. Starting this patch, certain purchases will trigger a bonus coupon for players which they can immediately redeem to gain a discount or bonus on their next purchase. For example, in this patch, users who buy the Infiltrator Loki skin and do not own the voice pack for Loki will receive a 50% discount for the voice pack if they choose to redeem it. An important note to consider is that coupons will only be rewarded for things we set up and flag. They will have a cooldown, so to speak, so they won't occur back to back to back. This is our first go at this, so we'll be keeping a watchful eye to see how it performs. We hope you guys love it. But that wraps it up for the patch notes overview for 3.11 Expelled from Hell. As always, you can read the complete patch notes on SmiteGame.com or click on the annotation to watch the patch notes show with Pan and Hindu Man.